Hi. I'm going to talk
Surah
about Al-Baqarah 221 to 235. Welcome to Quran English Teacher. My name is Mike. I will be reading the Quran in English translation, and still continue to read Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah number 2 in the Quran. Forgive me, if I mispronounce some of the Arabic words. We will start verse number 221 to verse number 235. Here are the verses. 221. And do not marry polytheistic women until they believe. And a believing slave woman is better than a polytheist, even though she might please you. And do not marry polytheistic men until they believe. And a believing slave is better than a polytheist, even though he might please you. Those invite to the fire, but Allah invites to paradise and to forgiveness, by His permission. And He makes clear His verses to the people that perhaps they may remember. 222. And they ask you about menstruation. Say, it is harm, so keep away from wives during menstruation. And do not approach them until they are pure. And when they have purified themselves, then come to them from where Allah has ordained for you. Indeed, Allah loves those who are constantly repentant and loves those who purify themselves. 223. Your wives are a place of sowing of seed for you, so come to your place of cultivation however you wish and put forth for yourselves. And fear Allah and know that you will meet Him. And give good tidings to the believers. 224. And do not make Allah an excuse against being righteous and fearing Allah and making peace among people. And Allah is hearing and knowing. 225. Allah does not impose blame upon you for what is unintentional in your oaths, but He imposes blame upon you for what your hearts have earned. And Allah is forgiving and forbearing. 226. For those who swear not to have sexual relations with their wives is a waiting time of 4 months, but if they return, then indeed, Allah is forgiving and merciful. 227. And if they decide on divorce, then indeed, Allah is hearing and knowing. 228. Divorced women remain in waiting for 3 periods, and it is not lawful for them to conceal what Allah has created in their wombs if they believe in Allah and the last day. And their husbands have more right to take them back in this if they want reconciliation. And due to the wives is similar to what is expected of them, according to what is reasonable. 229. Divorce is twice. Then, either keep in an acceptable manner or release with good treatment. And it is not lawful for you to take anything of what you have given them unless both fear that they will not be able to keep the limits of Allah. But if you fear that they will not keep the limits of Allah, then there is no blame upon either of them concerning that by which she ransoms herself. 230. And if he has divorced her, then she is not lawful to him afterward until she marries a husband other than him. And if the latter husband divorces her, there is no blame upon the woman and her former husband for returning to each other if they think that they can keep the limits of Allah. These are the limits of Allah, which He makes clear to a people who know. 231. And when you divorce women and they have fulfilled their term, either attain them according to acceptable terms or release them according to acceptable terms, and do not keep them, intending harm, to transgress. And whoever does that has certainly wronged himself. And do not take the verses of Allah in jest. And remember the favor of Allah upon you and what has been revealed to you of the book and wisdom by which He instructs you. And fear Allah and know that Allah is knowing of all things. 232. And when you divorce women and they have fulfilled their term, do not prevent them from remarrying their husbands if they agree among themselves on an acceptable basis. That is instructed to whoever of you believes in Allah and the Last Day. That is better for you and purer, and Allah knows and you know not. 233. Mothers may breastfeed their children 2 complete years for whoever wishes to complete the nursing. Upon the father is the mother's provision and their clothing according to what is acceptable. No person is charged with more than his capacity. No mother should be harmed through her child, and no father through his child. And upon the heir is like that. And if they both desire weaning through mutual consent from both of them and consultation, there is no blame upon either of them. 234. And those who are taken in death among you and leave wives behind, they wait 4 months and 10. And when they have fulfilled their term, then there is no blame upon you for what they do with themselves in an acceptable manner. And Allah is acquainted with what you do. 235. There is no blame upon you for that to which you allude concerning a proposal to women or for what you conceal within yourselves. Allah knows that you will have them in mind. But do not promise them secretly except for saying a proper saying. And do not determine to undertake a marriage contract until the decreed period reaches its end. And know that Allah knows what is within yourselves, so beware of Him. That is the end of our reading today. Stay tuned for the next reading day. We will read at least 5 verses or more from the Holy Quran, so stay with us, inshallah. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more new Quran English translation videos. Thanks for watching. Please see my link in description for more information. Bye.